friends, TT. We're here with our guy, Rotimi.
You, what's up, though?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Trying to stay sane, trying to stay, busy, trying to stay prayed up.
What are you doing in this quarantine?
Yeah, actually, funny enough, man, the first thing we did was I just built a studio in my house. So
can I see it? Can you take us on a tour?
All right. I'll take y'all. So yeah, we got the studio, and I just did basically a whole acoustic EP, like just me and a guitar. So
no way.
Yeah. So we're releasing that this month with just some good content, man.
So you did this all in your basement while being quarantined?
Yeah. We did this all here.
Wow. So describe everything to me.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, this is the new Mac. We got the sound. I got a soundproof everywhere to the ceiling, everywhere, so like my neighbors can't hear nothing.
Wow.
I like to record like literally sitting down, just comfortable in my vibe. Have a little wine, have my engineer. So we really literally just picked a couple. My guy plays the guitar, so we picked a couple strings, and we just looped it and just created.
Wow. How did you pick the colors? Because I see it's what, golden? Like, is it like very calm colors? Oh wow.
Yeah, so just get real vibey in here. The lights change. Just cool energy, man. Like, I feel like every artist should definitely invest in themselves when it comes to having a studio,
How did you design the colors? Like the gold, the tans?
Yeah, those are my favorite colors. So it was easy just to put that. Yeah. That was easy just to put that all together and just make it feel like it's like an extended part of the house.
Nice. So you recorded a whole entire EP during this time that we've been in the house?
Yeah, the whole project. And, a lot of people have been asking me to do like a Love Riddim acoustic version, just me, my voice and the guitar. So we did that. Then we did an In My Bed version with the guitar, just me and my voice. And yeah, just be as creative as possible, man. Like, I think if you're creative, this is the best time for you. I feel like you're able to sit still. You can't use work as an excuse that you don't have time. So I feel like this is the best time. Like people
it's less distractions, right? Less distractions.
Yeah, it's less distraction. Like people who are forward thinkers gonna really, really come out strong after this. You know what I mean? So yeah, just writing scripts as well. So just
I was gonna say, have you been doing any writing on like with this acoustic album? I'm sure you just been zoning and writing and.
Yeah. We penned about 6 or 7 joints that we got on there. But I also started having movie ideas of scripts that I want that that kind of like I want to put together once this time is done. So yeah,
it's just share with us.
Nah, not yet.
You know, I've been working on my acting, right? I told you
I know.
So you got a script for me, yo. You want to throw that script over here?
Yeah, I got you, man. But
no, you really. But I'm not gonna lie. You really inspired me. You and another friend of mine. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she wants to put her out there. Yeah. But y'all really inspired me to step outside of radio and really take the acting thing serious. So for about 2 years, I've literally been taking acting classes. Like,
wow.
Just doing it.
Yeah,
it's intense.
It is.
Intense. And I'm coming from the music side, right? So when I'm in studio with artists and I'm working on music, it comes so effortlessly, right? I could tell an artist to like rearrange this, do that. Too. Like when we're in the studio, we can say, put the hook here, move this, da, 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 da. We can make a song because that's 95% of our life.
Right.
But when you switch over to doing the acting thing, it's like you got to become these different characters on top of memorization.
Yeah. It takes ultimate confidence.
It's almost like an alter ego.
It kind of is. Like it takes you being free to just express yourself any possible way. You got to be aware of all your fingers, aware of the world you in. You got to feel everything you're saying because it's not about acting. Acting's all about the subtleties. You know what I mean? Like you keep it as human as possible. So a lot of people try to act, man. It's just make us believe what you're saying is real. It's like an artist in the studio is like, make us feel what you're saying, bro. Like,
so with this album, how did you get into that mindset of making yourself feel this music in such a time where it's like everything is so chaotic outside of our four walls? How did you get in that zone?
I locked in it, and you know, I channeled it to making it my escape, you know, to allow my mind to feel further than these four walls. So, and we wrote about everything that I'm actually living in my life right now in terms of, you know, finding a new relationship, you know, how different spans of that it is. So it wasn't really anything but the truth, you know, and I think for me, it was just me, and my voice works best acoustically as well. So it's gonna just melt. It's gonna be beautiful.
And Trends, I want to tell you, it's so many different sides of him. You've never been in the studio with him before, but he has a lot of different sides to him musically. Like,
I set that up. I want to come to the studio and sit, man. I want to hear what you work with.
Yeah,
like
for sure, bro.
He can go from like making like these really hip hop records to making like these very big world records. Like you can hear in Europe and Africa, and
I mean,
a lot of different sides.
We can hear that in you already from the songs that you've done. We know that it's, you know, your span is wide. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. Thank you, family.
Very talented, man.
Thank you, bro.
Talented. Well, so you just got out of a relationship?
No, he's in a new relationship.
You started a new one.
Yeah, I've been in a relationship for maybe almost close to a year, you know. So it's
We're not gonna get too much into your business, but is it somebody that's in the business or somebody outside the business?
He has her on Instagram, Trent. What do you mean?
I'll be watching.
No, it's good. I appreciate the honesty. No, she's in it. She's in the industry. She's actually one of the biggest female artists in Africa. You know what I mean? Like she's like the Rihanna of Africa, you know, and so having someone who's very aware of this world, and you know, we both feel the same way about the industry, you know, and she's in a segue of her life, so it's a cool.
You're not quarantining together?
Oh, she's in the back right now, brother.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah. She's about to make this lunch real quick, you know.
Yeah,
we good.
You got everything you need in there.
I'm good. It's 3 weeks.
You got food. You got your studio. You got your shorty. I'm straight.
Good, I'm cooling, bro. I could do this for another year. God forbid, but I could do this.
It's a happy feeling, right? Because to be able to be a creator during this time and shut the world out, I like to look at this as a beautiful thing, because not a lot of us get to spend this quality time with our family. Like, I'm actually helping my son with homework every day.
I saw you struggling on that gram.
I was struggling with the fractions, but being able, it's fractions, and then you have to multiply and then put it to the simplest form, and like, I'm like, who remembers this stuff? But the point I'm trying to make, Trends, and
is that you better fractions.
The point I'm trying to make is the quality time that I got to spend with my child that I normally give to my career. You know, give to other things. So I'm enjoying this time being.
Same with me. You know, I got the 2 boys upstairs and wifey, and I'm gonna get personal.
Yeah.
I really miss my big son.
Cause
it makes me think about all the people who have families that aren't together.
Right. Yeah, man.
That you can't go. Like, I can't go and see my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, we FaceTime every day. He lives in New Jersey. I live in New York. You know, to be safe, we just FaceTime every day. We play games on the phone that you can play against each other while we're FaceTiming. So, and it's just like, when am I gonna see him again?
Yeah, 100%. You don't know.
It's tough.
You take it for granted.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
And I know during this time.
That my prayers go out to all the families out there that are going through something similar.
Yeah. And during this time, you know, I guess when you're working in your studio and you're working musically, you get to think about all the things that you've been through, right? And you got to think about, like, being in this new relationship and what love feels like again, and and being able to write about it, right? And openly. Was that a challenge for you, or was you like happy? And does she help? Is she, because she is an artist, does she come in the studio and lend harmonies and vocals and?
Yeah, you know, she is, but she allows me to do my thing, you know, and we're very instrumental in each other's lives in terms of just advising each other. Yeah, artistry and everything, in every element of the word, you know. But for me, everything was so effortless because it's so true, you know, and then especially with the guitar, you can't fake anything with the guitar, you know.
You have to really know how to sing, right?
You gotta really know how to sing. You gotta really know how to emote energy, like, you know, feelings, you know. And so for me, it was just putting it and making it who I am and what the situation truly is. And it's a beautiful thing, man, because a lot of people are gonna feel it. A lot of people have been there, you know. And if you haven't been there, it's something that you wish for, you know. So everybody wants to find that person. So when you have that, you know, it's cool to just convey it.
Yeah. Is it hard though to get people to take you serious as a singer as much as they do as an actor? Because I feel like you've stamped yourself like so crazy in the acting world in terms of what you were able to do in terms of your role, your breakout role, right?
Right.
Went so deep with that character from the very beginning to where it ended up. Like it was such a wide range of acting that you did, you know, from being the guy that had a daughter and seeing that vulnerable side of what a father and daughter relationship is, to being a villain, to being a businessman. It was such a deep range of character in that, right? And then now you have this record that we just put on Hot 97, right? And then you have this incredible record, and now it's like, okay, you shifting gears, and now you're artists. Is it such a struggle for people to differentiate too?
Not anymore. It used to be, you know, but then again, numbers don't lie. You know, Love Riddim globally did 100 million streams and still growing, you know, like, you know, so like that as the first record, I had one more, but like when Love Riddim took off, it kind of changed the conversation, you know. And then when you put In My Bed out now, it's been out for about a month and it's already 20 million streams, you know what I mean? So like that kind of, the numbers don't lie, but then also the music matches up to what I'm doing, you know? So at first, of course, you know, like how many actors go into singing and are successful? Not many. So that ratio is going to make me look like, oh, what's this going to be about, you know, already before I do anything. But you have to be a different type of artist, different type of talent, different type of team, you know, to be the Jamie Foxxes, to be Harry Belafonte, to be me. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
because most things, it's easier for singers to transition into your world, but it's much harder for actors to transition into the
world. But the thing is, for me, I've always been doing music way before I started acting. So that's the misconception. So it just got hotter faster. Yeah. So my passion has always been artist. Like I'm still learning how to act. That's the funny thing. So it's interesting, but people are now catching on to the story, and like again, like the numbers are not lying for what it's doing, you know. And so
the more you put out there, the better. The bigger you become as a streaming artist.
100%, because, for example, I put this out, people are going to be like, oh, what else? If they're discovering me now, they're like, what else you got? And then that helps the numbers for, you know, the other records.
Now, doing you and wifey have sing-offs in the house during this quarantine? Like lip sync battles and...
Hey, when she starts singing, I listen. Like, hey, listen, I'm chilling. You do your thing, you know.
Battle of the bands in the crib and stuff?
Nah. You win every time.
I want to shift gears a little bit from the singing. Everybody, it's TT, it's Bobby Trends, and of course our special guest today is Rotimi. He's hanging out with us. This is a great time for people that are quarantined to go back and watch all the episodes of Power, right?
Yes, give me my residual money.
I Just about to ask you. You get those residual checks from that, right?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is a blessing for TV right now. Like, for Power that it just ended, everybody catching up. You know, everything about this time of Netflix and Prime and everybody's winning right now. Oh my God.
It's booming.
It's booming. So for us, yeah, all that residual money, thank you. God bless you so much.
Yo, my sister, believe it or not, Trin Shelley, you know my sister, Trin knows my sister. Ro, you might have met her once, but she's never seen Power before.
Wow.
So she's been binge watching from season 1, and I think she's up to like season 4. Wow. And she's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. She's like, why did I miss out on this? I was like, I tried to tell you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, show. Definitely.
Yeah. You know what though? She's probably the luckiest person because she gets to watch everything at one time. Like, y'all was suffering for years having to wait every week, right?
Right.
So the fact that she can watch every 6 season right now, that's the best feeling in the world, for real.
Yeah. What are you watching in quarantine? What are you into?
So she just put me on a show called Tyrant. That's hard body. Yeah, Tyrant is amazing. Y'all should watch that. It's on FX, but it's on Prime now. We watching actually 50 show for life.
Yeah, that's actually good, right?
Yeah, it's actually dope.
I like that.
Yeah, then we watched a movie called Arbitrage. There's a couple things just finding where we can. When you get them like gems, that nobody, you know what I mean?
What was the first one?
The first one's called Tyrant.
Tyrant. I gotta write these down, man.
Write it down.
We got so much time, right? We got so much time. We gotta write these down.
You know what y'all gotta watch if y'all haven't gotten into it? It's on Hulu. It's called Little Fires with Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
Yo, that.
Yeah.
The acting in that is like amazing. Kerry Washington, her ability to swing through those characters like that is like.
Yeah, she's an assassin. Yeah. She's dope.
Yo, it's like it takes so much like preparation to be able to do what she does.
Yeah, she prepared. That's the perfect word. Like she's one of the best preparers. Like her preparation is incredible.
I mean, I understand a little bit now how to prepare, but when you're really on the spot, bro, it really takes talent. You could be prepared all day, but the talent, bro.
Crazy. No, you just gotta feel it, man. You just gotta feel it. Like a lot of acting is listening. You know, a lot of actors make a mistake where they practice their lines and they practice the way they're gonna do it to the person, but the person gonna give you a different energy. So if you're not able to adapt to their different type of energies, you're gonna look crazy. You're gonna look. That's why some actors look like, yo, like what are you doing? Because they're not listening to how this person's giving off their line. You know what I mean?
So who do you really listen to? Like, who do you listen to? Like when it's time for you, your inner self, the direct, for you. Like, who do you really lean on and listen to?
For me, I listen to whoever I'm in the scene with. So like if they say something like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that," then I'm like, "Why?" But if they say, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that," it'll give me I'll ask a different why. You know, from what they've given me. You know, I learned that from Amari. I learned that from Kelsey Grammer. Like the greats, the best ones listen more than they even act. So what they'll do is they'll study their lines, they'll study their words, whatever they got to do. But the feeling of it depends on how your scene partner brings it as well.
One of my best and favorite scenes from you during the season of Power, and I think I texted you on this, is that jail scene. When you got burnt up in a jail. Yeah. Like the emotion in that scene, and maybe it's because I'm so into studying acting now that I can tell how difficult it is to really pull off a scene like that. Yeah. I was just so moved by your acting in that scene that I was like, holy shit, this guy is just incredible. Like, how did you even get into that? Like, how did you get your head into that space?
I just felt panic. You know, all the tough guy thing got out the window. Everything is like, yo, you got 3 more seconds to live, and these people have been wanting to kill you forever.
Finally killing you.
Finally killing you. So, dang, how you gonna feel about your daughter? Like, you know, your mom just took your daughter. So all these different emotions I was blessed to like really pull from, because there's so much, you know, dang, even thinking like, dang, the fans want to see this too. Some of them, you know, so like, you think about all of it, where it's like, you use what you have, and that scene for me was amazing, and then also the scene with Dre's mom in the closet.
Oh, yo, Trent, do you remember that scene?
Crazy.
Yo,
That's crazy.
That scene, that scene was another one for me that was incredible acting, because it was like you was in a panic and you just needed money, and who would have known that your mother hated you that much? And that's where the ugly guy came from.
Exactly.
It was like it was very real, you know, because it actually made me think about like real life, like how people go through with their family.
With their family.
Like there are some people that them and their parents don't. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
get along like that. Yeah.
That was an intense moment.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I got the sense of like the character, the lady, in the season, she enjoyed taking your daughter from you at the end. Like she relished off of that.
Yeah, she loved it.
Yeah,
she loved it.
She relished off of like, now look at you now, and I got your daughter. So ha. Is that what y'all was gunning for in that?
That's what we were gunning for. Like the mom, see, that scene was basically to show that the influence that parents have on their children at a young age can dictate their life. So Dre was one of those kids where he was hearing that he ain't nothing, he ain't gonna be nothing, he's a devil, you're demonic, and all he had done at that time was maybe take a candy bar from the neighbor. Mm-hmm. So he was basically saying like, why, like I am this way because of what you've called me and named me from as a kid. So her finally being able to say, this is where you belong, I'm not gonna make the same mistake, that was her just being an evil woman. So she was just an evil woman. So
that's what I caught at the end. And it's funny you say that, because even in a sense, it's some parents who don't take responsibility for the roles that the kids that they create and the roles that they play in their lives.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
You have some parents who are just really fucked up, and they don't see the fact that they're fucked up. And they be like, what you mean? You had a good life.
Yeah.
I gave you a roof over your head.
It's all here.
It's all, but fuck them up mentally.
Mentally, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
100%.
So we talked about some of the movies you like that you've been watching while quarantined, right? So I gotta ask, what are some of the meals? I know you've been cooking up some of the meals in the crib.
Oh yeah. The thing is, I'm blessed because I got an African woman that can cook her ass off. So so I'm getting that a goosey soup. I'm getting that, shrimp and curry chicken and rice and all type of she be throwing down like. Wait, what you making right now? Some red sauce. So she's making some chicken wing with some Nigerian, some red stew right now.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, we good. I'm lovely. You see how I'm sitting,
Wait, so you built the studio? Have you built the gym?
I'm building the gym. We were building the gym a week before Corona happened.
Cause you gotta keep the meals off, my brother.
I know. So we got the gym. We got the gym as soon as this whole thing is over.
Yeah. So what are some of the things you've been stocking up on? People have been like taking all the tissue out the store, all the paper towel. Like, what's your fetish? Like for me, my fetish is apple juice. So whenever I go to the store, I gotta pick up an apple juice. What's your thing?
I think my guilty pleasure is the Hershey white chocolate. The chick with the bars. Yo, I got like 8 of those on Instacart. I'd probably say a lot of rice. We go to rice, a lot of shrimp. But I think my guilty pleasure is probably that.
And I know I shouldn't be drinking soda, but this.
Oh, that's you.
It's just, and I haven't been drinking. So I've been drinking I drink a lot of water. I'm a water person, but this is a Peruvian soda called Inca. That my girl put me on because she's half Peruvian, Puerto Rican. Yeah. That Inca Cola, it's like this gold champagne cola, something. I don't know. It's crazy, but that's
fire.
We stocked up. It's like
you got to get it online or like it's at Publix or where? Like where's it at?
It's crazy now because they usually got it like in a lot of you got to go to like the Latin areas to get them in the
areas to get it.
Those little bodega stores.
Bodega
the bodegas, or like they got it like in the Stop and Shops and the ShopRites, but they got to be like in the hood, you know. So yeah, pretty much. So the last time I went 2 weeks ago, and I just stocked up. So it's like I got Infamil for the baby, and we got Inca Cola
for yourself.
So,
yes, sir.
You know, Trent's over there being a gourmet chef. You know, posting his stuff on Instagram. He over there.
I see you, boy.
He over there showing out, bro.
Cooking it up.
Well, listen, thank you so much for checking in with us. We have your new single. Trends is going to play your new single tonight on the radio. I know we're on our Zoom thing, but we're also on the radio as well. And Trends is going to kick that off.
Yeah. And when all of this is over, I'm coming to the studio so we can build. I want to hear what you got going on, man.
Oh, easy, bro. It's a done deal for sure.
Can we get a private tour of the studio when this is all over? When we can
I'll show y'all the crib. Yeah, I'll show y'all the crib when y'all come.
What's the first thing you're gonna do after quarantining? What do you miss most about being outside?
What I miss most, I miss making show money, and I miss hosting money, and I miss having money meetings, and I'm what else? I think that's about it. Yeah,
because a lot of artists is losing money right now because they can't.
See, I told my man, I tell every artist, man, you gotta have that emergency stash, man. Like, and I've been blessed that I have the different investments, you know. So for me, it's like it's okay, but most people, it's just you don't know how long this thing's gonna go on for, man. So.
Well, thank you, bro. We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all, man.
Tell your wife we said hi and bye.
We said hi, man.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. All right, bye.